Assalamu alaikum. Ali, Ali, Hussein, Ali, 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 Hussein, Ali. Those of you guys who are in the Islamic lore community, you'll understand that joke. It was actually pretty funny if you understand Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm your favorite white colonizer coming to you live right now from Tehran, Iran. Down with the regime, Zan Zendegi Azadi. We are here in the midst of taking down the regime. Here's another war update on what's going on. Look, I know the background's kind of funny and all. We're laughing at Khomeini running around underground like a rat, and Iran is collapsing from the inside, which is good because we're hoping to restart the regime. It's not the Iranian people, it is the regime. We are hoping to reinstate a new country. But we got to get into what's going on. There are some sad bits to this. There are some happy bits to this. Let's get into everything that's going on right now. I'm still going to be coming to you live, though, from Iran. So welcome to Iran, everybody. It's coming from Trey Yingst. He's a Fox News reporter on the ground in Israel, saying the IDF has just issued a large-scale evacuation order for the entire district of Tehran. And that is because we had started doing operations in Tehran, really significant operations, like the media building for the IRGC was officially destroyed today. Open source intel is reporting that Iran has asked Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Oman to urge Trump to pressure Israel into agreeing to an immediate ceasefire, according to two Iranian and three regional sources. Polymarket still no movement. I love the idea of Khomeini just sitting there, taking it out the ass right now from the IDF. I mean, they have rocked Tehran. They have rocked the city. It is bits and pieces blowing up everywhere. And again, it's very unfortunate. I really say it in like the most heartfelt way possible. My thoughts go out to every single innocent Iranian person that is dealing with this terrible situation. It's just, there's nothing else to do. People are going to die. And it's very unfortunate, even on the Israeli side. I've had two friends whose houses have been blown up completely just in the last 48 hours. Two friends. I'm still stuck abroad. I'm not able to go back home. My own window, by the way, in my apartment has blown up from one of the bombs, just so you guys understand. It's affecting everybody very, very personally. But when I look at it, the greater good, this is a good thing. This war is a good thing because, and some people say war is always bad, war is always... No. There's a certain level where war is a necessity. And at the end of this, if we can get the Islamic regime of Iran to collapse fully, we'll be looking at a completely different age for the Middle East, a completely different age for global politics. It's something totally different. And yes, maybe Iran will fall and it'll turn into chaos, yes, but anything is better than the current regime. Anything is better. Here we got breaking. The USS Nimitz carrier strike group is heading to the Middle East earlier than planned, a U.S. official tells Fox News, and that is because it looks like Trump is actually toying with the idea of getting involved in the war. It's been very, very wish-washy up until now. We haven't known whether they wanted to, they didn't want to. The official stance from Marco Rubio, from Trump, has been, we're not getting involved, we're not going to be a part of the war, we'll supply Israel, we'll help Israel, but we're not going to officially get involved. But it looks like that's changed because last night, the Islamic regime of Iran decided to do the fun thing, and they farted a hypersonic ballistic missile onto my friend's apartment, but also hurt the American embassy on the way. They damaged the U.S. embassy. So that'll be the first official attack they've committed against the U.S. embassy, at least on Israeli soil. They did in Iraq as well, and so far there's been no response from Trump. And it looks like Khomeini and his gang of raccoons are going to keep... I call them a gang of raccoons. I make myself laugh sometimes, I swear to God. And I know how much you guys love these videos. Thank you guys, by the way, for all the compliments. I know you guys had a lot of fun with the Freedom Caravan video yesterday. You can see that Khomeini's raccoons and himself, the king of the raccoons, is just kind of running underground, not knowing what to do. I mean, they have only targeted civilians. Yes, they have not hit any, to my knowledge, other than the port of Haifa, or it was an oil refinery in Haifa, they have only hit civilian infrastructure. They have not managed to hit one military infrastructure yet in Israel. It's only civilians. They're doing a full-on war on civilians. That's it. There's nothing else. Has there been any UN condemnation? No. Has there been any ICJ warrant against genocide? No. There's been I believe it's over 30 Israelis that have been killed and we're looking at over 300 to 400 injured so far, I believe, and I'm just pulling these numbers out of my head from what I remember seeing today. Not a single condemnation, no human rights group, not even a government. A government hasn't come out and condemned it. Then you ask me when you want me to take the ICJ and all these bullshit organizations seriously. First, give me the condemnations, and I'll consider taking them seriously, okay? Hope that makes sense. Hope you can understand from an Israeli perspective now why I don't care about your UN, I don't care about your ICJ, I don't care about any of your organizations. They don't value my life, my grandma's life, my family's life. I'm sorry. I don't take these organizations very seriously. Okay, this is a massive secondary explosion in Zanjan as Israel hits a major ballistic missile site. This has been the common occurrence today. Israel has really been focusing on hitting those ballistic missile factories where they've been producing them just to rock the supply chain of Iran, and it's actually been working really, really efficiently. It does seem like, the attacks are getting a little bit less. I can't say they've been less frequent because we're only on day 3 of this, and yesterday was a pretty bad attack, but it looks like the few attacks that happened today, almost all of them were completely intercepted throughout the day. Nighttime, they've been more, not accurate, but more deadly. So we're hoping that tonight goes off quietly. I know they're going to hit us hard again today. But again, they might even start hitting us as this video is going off. It's around 10 p.m. local time. We can only hope that the IDF and the IAF's actions, Israeli Air Force's actions, are going to keep diminishing their supply chain. This is all these updates are, by the way, coming from different sources here on Twitter. I don't know what happened on this one. Maybe it got taken down. Page doesn't exist. Yeah, I guess that one got deleted. Here's Donald J. Trump.
Can you give us a sense of what you're doing to try to de-escalate the situation between Iran and Israel?
Well, I hope there's going to be a deal. I think it's time for a deal, and we'll see what happens. But sometimes they have to fight it out, but we're going to see what happens. I think there's a good chance there'll be a deal.
Can you give us a sense of what you're doing to try to de-escalate?
I love the caption here from Spencer Heichman. It says, sometimes they have to fight it out. Trump on Israel, Iran, a.k.a. I have no fucking idea how to actually end a war in 24 hours. You shouldn't end this war. This isn't a war that needs to be ended. Khomeini's on his knees right now. He's terrified. We're fucking up his entire infrastructure, the whole IRGC. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. The IRGC has collapsed. There's nothing left. They've killed all of the top brass. They did this to Hamas and they did to Hezbollah, and it ended the organization effectively. There's no way that we give up this fight. Like this has to be taken to the end. Nobody wants to take the foot off the gas pedal right now. It would be absolutely foolish. I mean, you could try to get into a negotiation thing again. I'm not going to be against it, but it doesn't make sense. You want to end this. You don't want to continue this anymore. Take a look at Baybay Highway in Tehran. The Ayatollahs sit in bunkers. The people sit in traffic. What a regime. People evacuating. God bless the people of Iran, man. God bless the people of Iran. I'm so happy actually they're taking the advice of the IDF, who has issued these large-scale warnings to head out of Tehran as soon as possible, because they're going to basically make Tehran unlivable, which is the right move. Now, I know Patrick Bet-David is a little bit of a controversial character on my channel. Every time I talk about him, people give me shit. Listen, like him or hate him, he's Iranian. We should listen to his point on this. His family's from there. I believe he lived during the Shah's time, or he escaped with his family before the rule of the Shah. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we should definitely listen to him on this. His mindset and his points are important.
As a person that was born in Iran, yes, I can't stand this regime. Yes, they've called, the only thing that's been persistent and consistent is the following. When the Shah was in Iran, did Israel already exist?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Was Israel causing chaos? Was there war in the Middle East? Let me say this one more time. When Iran was ran by the Shah, what year was the Shah of Iran? What years did he run Iran?
53 through 79, I think.
Okay, 53 is the oil consortium, so 54 is the oil consortium. 41 to 79.
Oh, wow.
Because he started at 21 years old, young man, right? 41 to 79. When did Israel become a nation?
48. Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Why is it that between 48 to 79, while the Shah was the king of Iran, running Iran, Why is it for 31 years there is no major war in the Middle East? Why is that? So to the people that want to say it's all Israel's fault, how come there wasn't that in Iran for 31 years? I'm curious. Answer that question for me. And why is it from 79, when the mullahs, the Hezbollahs, the IRGC, all these guys, the Khomeinis, all of them took over, why has there been chaos in the Middle East? All of them took over, why?
I don't know what's happening in this clip.
These guys, the Khomeinis,
There we go. Fixed
all
it.
of them took over. Why has there been chaos in the Middle East in 79? Whose fault is that? America's been consistent. Yes, I know America wanted the oil from Iran. And yes, I know UK wanted it and MI6 and CIA and all this stuff. And yes, I also am aware that the Shah didn't trust Israel. The Shah didn't trust, what they were doing with media and finance and the ambition and the level and the control and the influence and all that stuff. He knew what was going on there. He wanted to compete with them. He didn't see himself as a victim. He's like, we're going to be doing the same thing. And they're like, wait a minute, this guy's too ambitious and he thinks he can go up against all of us. Let's take this guy out. We need chaos in the Middle East. Oh, shit. Even Israel being involved, let's just say for Iran and the Shah fallen, there is chaos now in the Middle East. On who, though? On who, though? Who did that? So, yeah, for me, the most consistent thing behind the chaos in the Middle East has been Iran. That's just the reality of it.
It's a strange take, to be completely honest with you. It's a little retarded, I gotta be honest, on Patrick Bet-David's end, especially when he gets into this line about, like, they were seeing what they were doing with the media and with TV. Yachmal, what are you talking about? Sirte Burekas? What the fuck are you on about? What was Israel doing in the 70s? What media? Al-Matam Daber, what the fuck is it? What are you on about? What are you on about? What are you talking about? And this isn't to shit on Patrick Bet-David, but like, what the fuck is he on about? Is he going into this whole Jewish cabal conspiracy that Israel is controlling Hollywood? The only thing that came out of Israel to Hollywood is Gal Gadot, and we got an Israeli Wonder Woman. Superman, I will save you, stop. So every Israeli who has to go to the movie theater and watch DC movies can't take the fucking main superhero seriously because she sounds like she's going to make you a burekas. It doesn't... What are you on about, Patrick? What's going on? If you have a Jewish conspiracy theory, say it. And I don't think that he does. It's a weird take. Like, it's other than that, everything he's saying is correct for the most part. He's a little bit wrong about the fact that there weren't any wars in the Middle East between 48 to 67. There were tons of wars, especially in Israel, and they were all Arab armies that were extremely anti-Semitic, attacking Israel, Arabized armies, whatever you want to say. But it's true, the relationship between Israel and the Shah, at the time, the Shah was amazing. My family, my Iraqi family, was saved by Iran. They're actually the ones who facilitated the flights from Iraq when the Jews were being kicked out of Iraq from the Middle East to Israel, or from that part of the Middle East to Israel. A lot of the Iraqi Jews fled from Iraq to Tehran, and Tehran actually facilitated those flights. So he's kind of right on one part, a little bit brain dead in the total thing. But here's some more videos of traffic jams fleeing Iran or fleeing Tehran. For all the talk, for all this shit talk that the Muslims do about Israel and how all the Zionists are going to leave Israel, you don't see these clips coming out of Israel. Israelis woke up this morning and sat right by a fucking exploded building and drank their $17 coffees. That's exactly what Israelis did in Tel Aviv. They had a fucking Altik Choco Banana. They woke up, walked over the ruins of a building, and had a matcha latte. That's what Israelis did. They're not fleeing in mass anywhere. Because again, this is the benefit of creating a society that cares about its lives. And this isn't a criticism of Iranian society, God forbid. I'm not talking about the Iranian people. But this is the benefit of creating a society that can follow instructions and run the bomb shelters, understand that its government is protecting it from bombs, and so they have infrastructure to run away from bombs, and values life 100%. There's no concept of being a shaheed in Israel. If a hypersonic ballistic missile kills somebody in Israel, it's because they were genuinely innocent and a victim. They had no intention of dying from that hypersonic ballistic missile. It's just not like that on the other end. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem in this Islamic society. It really is a problem. This is from Feza Alavi. Rise up, be free. Iranians love you, Bibi. Actually, I've been hearing a lot about how much Iranians are praising Bibi Netanyahu. Let's take a look at this clip of Fox News.
If you had the opportunity, and you do now, to speak directly to the supreme leader and to speak directly to the Iranian people, what are those two messages you'll say?
Well, the Iranian dictator, really, he's a dictator. He's a tyrant. He has sent us a message calling just about every day for the death of Israel, the destruction of Israel and America, but the death of Israel. So my answer to him is with action, not with words. But to the people of Iran, I say you're great people. You're people of great talent and genius. You have been usurped by this tyranny that has robbed you of hope, has robbed you of a good life. You know, I speak to the Iranian people directly. I don't know if you know this, Brett. I do these videos. I get millions and millions of responses. And they say, Viva Israel, bravo Israel, free us from this tyranny. And I say to them, your hour of freedom is near. Rise up, be free.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with Bibi more on this. We have to all make an effort, to help and inspire the Iranian people right now to rise up. I'm doing my part by creating content to try to inspire them. I'm trying to work and platform Iranian voices right now. There's going to be more coming from my channel. The reason why I'm covering this every day is because I want to show you guys we are going to win this. This is going to be Israel's victory and Iran's victory. And Iran will come back to a day of glory. We're going to have the Cyrus Accords. They're going to join the Abraham Accords. We're going to usher in together a new age of peace and tranquility and coexistence in the Middle East. Something along the likes that has never existed in the Middle East. And it's going to happen. And Israel's going to usher the way. And watch what I say when we do this. It's going to be hard. People are going to die along the way. I might die along the way. God forbid. I hope I don't. God forbid anybody has to die along the way. But it's a risk, and it's a fight worth fighting. It really is. It's worth every single death. It's worth every single life. It's worth every single tragedy. It's worth it if the end result is peace. It's worth every single one. This is coming from Dr. Malouf. Islamic regime officers praying and reciting the Quran as Iran gets bombed by Israel. Allah won't save you. Is this going to be a copyright? I'm going to keep this on the minimum here. They're all praying. Oh, they're doing the Ali Hussein thing. Ali Hussein, Hussein, Ali. Only the cool ones of you guys will understand that joke. Comment down below if you know this joke. Okay, they're all praying as they're getting bombed. These poor young guys, I bet they don't even really believe it. And that's the thing, is like, you don't know, when it's an oppressive regime like this, these poor people have probably been brainwashed. I have even sympathy for them. I don't believe these guys want to be there. I really don't. It's a sad reality that any Iranian needs to die for this oppressive government. All right, the main hero of the storyline here, and I'll translate to you guys if the translations aren't good enough. Michael Elgert on Twitter says, one of the survivors of yesterday's ballistic missiles strikes from Iran shares how he survived. Some brutal, honest, with a sense of humor. I've added English subtitles. Let's take a look.
אני אף פעם לא פחדתי מהטילים האלה, ותמיד מסתכלתי מול הטלוויזיה. ומול הטלוויזיה אצלי, הכל זכוכיות. במקרה אני קקי, והלכתי לשירותים.
אנחנו חייבים להחזיר את השידור, אז תודה רבה לך.
בזכות זה, בזכות השם, שעשתה...
תודה רבה לך, משה, תודה רבה.
What the fuck? Why did they cut off Moshe? I don't understand. Why the fuck would they cut off Moshe? Moshe was just telling us how he was shitting, and God saved him while he was shitting. What's more Israeli than God saving you as you shit? God knows, every time I've been on the toilet, you guys know if you're part of my community, I've run to the bomb shelter more times naked than I can count. I've been on the toilet or in the shower more times than I can count. Dude, why'd they cut off Moshe? I'm so disappointed in their own news. He tells you, you know what saved me? I was never afraid of these missiles. But I was in the toilet doing kaki, which means shitting. by chance I was doing kaki,
והלכתי לשירותים.
and he's like, "Oh, we gotta end the broadcast." And I went to the toilet.
בזכות זה,
And thanks to this and to God who made me want to poop, I'm alive. Moshe,
בזכות השם,
you,
שעשתה את כן.
תודה רבה לך.
Moshe is an Israeli hero, and I don't like that the Israeli news cut him off. If anybody knows who Moshe is, I'm not joking right now. If anybody can get me the contact of Moshe, we'll give him a full interview about his shitting on the channel ASAP. If anybody knows who Moshe is, get me in contact with him. Tweet at me, email me, get me his contact if he's interested. We'll give him a platform right here to tell us his shitting story. Moshe is a national hero, and he should be treated as such. He should be treated as such. Okay, one of the more damning clips from today. The moment that this is the Islamic regime of Iran. Yes, this is regime propagandist channel that brainwashes its people. Israel targeted it and bombed the shit out of it while they were live on TV. It's actually quite an amazing clip.
صدای متجاوز به خاک وطن، صدای متجاوز به صدای حق و حقیقت است. آنچه که ملاحظه کردید، صدایی که شنیدید، فضای غبارآلود استودیو
You hear the guy in the background? Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Ali, Hussein, Ali. If anybody here watching is a Sunni, you're having the time of your life right now. Fucking Shias are getting the poor end of the stick from Tal today. All right, I can't talk more. I can't talk enough about how amazing that clip is. Honestly, that clip is unbelievable. I've never wished Khomeini this unhinged. He is angry. Let's see what he's saying here.
And then I'm like, this baby motherfucker better not blow up my nuclear shit, or I'm gonna go loco on this bitch. And then he blows up all my nuclear shit, and I'm like, call my generals. And they tell me, they're all dead, sir. And I'm like, assemble the army. And they're like, they're dead too, sir. So then I'm like, launch the friggin' missiles. And they're like, sir, they're gone, sir. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, this baby motherfucker.
This baby motherfucker. Why does he sound so Indian? Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for another crazy night. It's been a crazy night every single night in Israel. Pray for Israel. Wish for the peace of Israel. This is what Tehran looks like. This is what Iran looks like. The Islamic regime of Iran brought this upon themselves. But remember always, if you're watching this is not a war on the Iranian people. We don't have a beef with the Persians. We don't have a beef with the Iranian people. Muslim, Zoroastrian, Christian, Jewish. It's not about the people of Iran. It is only about this regime. That is what we want to change. That is what we want to be over. Remember that and hold to that. And when you're talking about this conflict, if you're learning something from me and you want to project that, make sure you do not condemn the people of Iran, because God knows they are going through the shits right now. And we're not celebrating the fact that this background looks the way that it does, but we are celebrating the fact that that evil man is on his way down. And that's the most important part of all this. I love you guys very much. Subscribe to the channel if you want to support me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, Klats.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.